Number 1. You can be yourself around them. Sometimes the way life turns out is amazing. You may have been looking for your spouse without even realizing that they are just in front of you. One of the signs that your spouse has been around you is the fact that you can be yourself around them. They are not after whom you are, they love you just the way you are. When you are with them, you are relieved that you do not have any reason to pretend or try to put up an act to please them. You may not take notice of them, but whenever you are with them, you are relieved to tell them just everything without being scared that you will be judged. I want you to understand that your spouse is someone you have to be free around. Marriage is too long to pretend about anything, and if you are not comfortable with a person, be sure that you are not with the right person. Your future spouse will not care about the weird things you do. In fact, they will find it attractive. They are the first you want to tell whenever something happens to you. You may not necessarily be in a relationship with them, but you are very close to them that you can tell them just anything. It could be a sign that that person is your future spouse. When you are comfortable with each other and around each other, they do not hide anything from you, and you are not tired of listening to them. It could be a sign that that person is your spouse. Sometimes we put our attention outside, thinking our spouses are millions of miles away, not knowing that they might be right with us. Your spouse is someone that is your friend, because if you are thinking of ending up with a total stranger, it would be difficult for you to cope with each other, and God, on the other hand, would want you to marry a friend. Therefore, if there is a particular friend that has taken a better part of your heart, that you are so comfortable around them, it could be a sign that they are your spouse. Number 2. They make you feel better. A spouse is someone that you can lean on when you are troubled because they have a way of making you feel better. If there is a person that always encourages you whenever you are feeling bad and downcasted, they always find a way of making you feel better. It is a sign that they could be your spouse. You are meant to be with someone that will want to see you excel, someone that pushes you to do better and be better, someone that always encourages you to pursue your dreams and believes in your you. They have your best interest at heart, and you will notice that whenever a good thing happens to you, they will be extremely happy, and if you are sad or in pains, you will see really worried. Do not let such a person out of your life, because it could be that they are your spouse. It is only someone that loves you that will go out of their way to see you happy. They will make you feel better even when things may not be going pretty well with you, and they are very concerned about you. But if someone does not love you, they will not care what you do and what happens to you, and spending the rest of your life with such kind of a person is very dangerous. A person that cares for you may not cross your mind when thinking of a spouse, but when they leave, you would miss them. Do not take these signs for granted, because it is only someone that loves you that will make you feel good or better than you previously felt. They may not tell you verbally, but you should know by their actions that they may be your Mr. or Mrs. Right. Number 3. They always talk about the future. When someone trusts you to the point of discussing their future with you, it could be a sign that they are your spouse. Someone around you may just trust you so much that they tell you everything, and they are concerned about what you think about their plans. They take you so serious that everything regarding their future is known to you. This could be a sign that that person is your future spouse. It only takes someone that is sensitive to know that your spouse has been right there all along. Marriage is something that virtually everyone wants, but the problem is we sometimes get it wrong, especially when we think that our spouses are not close. But the funny thing is that your spouse may be someone you have known all your life, but you have never thought of them. When someone talks about the future with you, they value you, and they may even want you to be part of it. and it is very important for you to take notice of it because it could be a sign that they are your spouse. When someone is in love with you, they do not mind telling you everything about themselves, which includes their plans, dreams, and future. Sometimes you do not have to struggle or ask to know about these things, because they will definitely tell you. You have to understand that not everyone expresses how they feel verbally, but you will get to know through their actions. Sometimes they may go further to ask you about your future plans, to know if it is in alignment with theirs. When someone is asking a lot of questions, when they are curious to know everything about you, it could be a sign that they are your spouse, and do not forget that your spouse may not necessarily be far. They may be right in front of you. Number 4. They will always spend time with you. Someone that only spends time with you have you at heart. When a friend is always coming to your place no matter how busy they get, they find it important to always spend time with you. That person may be your spouse. Time is not on anyone's side, and for someone to give that time to you, you should know that they value you. Your spouse is someone that will find every opportunity to be with you. They may not have anything important to say to you, but spending time with you and just looking at you means a lot to them. Whenever you notice someone always giving you their time, it could be a sign that they are your spouse. Do not ever take for granted the fact that someone is giving you their time. It means a lot. Time is precious, and if someone is always giving it to you, then know that you are precious as well. Someone that is not your spouse or someone that does not love you will see spending time with you as a waste of time. Sometimes you may be busy, but you still make out time to be with them. This could be a sign that they may be your spouse, because your spouse is someone that does not mind spending the whole day with you. You may not have anything to tell them, but the fact that you are seeing them is enough to brighten your whole day. Number 5. You have many things in common. Sometimes you may discover that you and a person have a lot in common. You both see life from the same perspective, and it just feels right. That person may just be a friend, but you both agree on a lot of things. The Lord has already made it clear that two cannot walk together unless they agree, which means that your spouse is someone that you should agree with. It is very risky to end up with someone that you do not agree with, because there will be constant conflict. It could be that you both see marriage from the same point of view, the number of children you want to have, and you also agree on a place to settle down. Then, all these may be an indication that that person is your spouse. The reason why we have a lot of broken homes is due to the fact that a lot of people did not consider the danger of marrying someone that they do not agree with, and by the time things begin to get unbearable, they back out of the marriage. I'm not saying you have to agree over every little thing. What I am saying is that your point of agreement should be more than your point of disagreement. Therefore, anyone that agrees with you on almost everything may just be the Mr. or Mrs. that you have been waiting and praying for.